So welcome to Pittsboro, North Carolina, and today on this second day of Mini Takes the States, we're driving this. Check it out. Show it to him, Tommy. It's a 2016 JCW. What car would Jesus drive? Of course, a JCW. You figure it out. This morning we were at the Charlotte Motor Speedway, and it was quite the sight to see thousands of Mini zipping around the track. We've got some video of that to show you. But next, we're just gonna get in this car and do a little bit of a vlog with Tommy and kind of talk about what it's like to drive the fastest, the most high-performance Mini, the Mini Cooper, John Cooper Works. So that's coming up right now on the Fast Lane Car. All right, as always, it's Tommy, my son, who is a little bit of a Mini fanboy. Why? Tell him why.
Well, we have an R52 convertible at home.
That's right, that's your first car, wasn't it?
Yep.
So tell him what an R52 convertible is for all you non-Mini fanboys out there.
Yeah, so that would be the first generation of the new Mini with supercharger, because it's an S.
Yeah, it's the last year that they still had a supercharger in the car. Of course, this John Cooper Works is no longer supercharged but turbocharged. How cool is that? And the other thing is, if I put it in sport mode, I get that little kind of crackle and pop of the exhaust when I let off the gas.
Absolutely.
Now, the John Cooper Works basically is the BMW M version for Mini. Right, it's the high performance model. It comes with a little bit more power, a little bit more exhaust note, a little bit more tuning. It's a little bit sharper, and this is the one that you want to take on a racetrack. What this is really known for is just being a super fun, a super responsive, and a super small car. So let's talk about this morning. We were at Charlotte Motor Speedway outside of Charlotte, built I think in 1960.
Yep.
One of the older NASCAR tracks. Like 1,000 Minis, and we got video of them all zipping around the racetrack.
Yeah, it was a very cool experience. All sorts of Minis, all sorts of people.
How much horsepower and torque in this JCW?
Yeah, so it's a 2-liter twin power, 228 horsepower, 236 pounds of torque.
Yeah, it's a lot of power for a small little car.
Yeah.
It's feisty, man. This thing is feisty. It just likes to claw up the road. It's actually a lot of fun to drive. The steering is it's a little on the numb side. It's very heavy and very tight, but a little on the numb side. But it is very responsive. I mean, you turn that wheel just a little bit, and boom, you are moving.
Now they have done a JCW version, of course, of well, pretty much everything. There's a convertible JCW. There was a Countryman JCW. There was a Roadster, a Paceman. You know, every edition of the Mini has pretty much come into JCW form.
I think the one ahead of us, it says 007. Is there a 007 Mini? I don't think so. Yeah, I don't think so. There must be connections. If you guys can figure out why somebody would have 007 on their Mini Cooper, besides the fact that it's British, James Bond was British, then let us know. But we were kind of talking about the Jalopnik guys, and we couldn't figure it out. Now, every day this rally goes kind of from major town to major town, and this year's theme obviously is racetrack. So we've been to a lot of different racetracks, and it's really cool to watch all the Minis go around the racetrack that we got to do today. You got kind of caught up in the starter's box?
Yeah, I was in the starter's box for like an hour. I got stuck up there.
But you get to see a lot of Minis. I talked to one of the Mini guys, marketing guy, and he actually helps wave people off. He said it actually takes an hour for all the cars to go driving out of the stadium from the time that they leave to the time that the very last one gets out of the racetrack, not stadium.
Yep, that seems about right, given how much time I was stuck up there.
So what's your favorite part of this car?
Definitely just the suspension tuning.
Yeah.
A lot of the first generation Minis, like we had the R52, R53, with the sport suspension, they can be just really bone jarring. And I don't think you get a lot in terms of handling from that bone jarring ride. This is a lot more compliant, and yet it still feels like you can take these corners at even faster speeds.
Yeah, we were kind of doing some canyon carving with about 1,400 other minis a while back, and boy, it really does sit tight.
Yep.
It really does. And part of that is, of course, it's so small, it's got a short wheelbase, it's just a very responsive car by nature. But I think the fact that BMW owns Mini and then adds some of that BMW special sauce into Mini also helps. Now, in case you're wondering, show them how we navigate.
Well, we've got this list of directions and this kind of dinky little map here.
Yeah, so we've gotten lost quite a bit, would you say? I think we've been lost, what, probably 5 times already on the first 2 days?
Yeah, I think we're lost right now because I'm not sure we're supposed to be in this road, but...
and the other cool thing is if we do get lost, there are 4 other minis that are behind us and in front of us that are also lost.
Yep.
So we get lost as a tribe of mini drivers. And then there's so many of us that we come into a town, and like yesterday we basically took it over because, you know, thousands of minis show up. We went into this little town that had a population of 300, and yeah, there was no place to park.
It was just swamped.
Yeah, it was just swamped. I do like this car. You know, it's a little bit on the expensive side. Like Tommy said, there's no Monroney, but I'm betting it's at least $40,000, if not more, which is a lot of money. You can get a lot of car for $40,000. And yeah, it's a very high performance variant of the Mini, but it is only front wheel drive. If you get like the Focus RS, which is in the same price range, you're getting all wheel drive. You're of course not getting the kind of quality that you would get. You can hear the burble there from the Mini, but you are getting as much power, if not more, in more of a economy car.
You're getting a lot more power, aren't you?
Yeah, 300 horsepower.
Right.
Yeah, but you're not getting all these little touches.
I love what Mini does with their interiors and their exterior styling. It's a lot of cleverness going on.
So I guess if you were to ask me, my favorite part of this car is probably just the entire package, because I just feel I love small cars. I'm a big small car aficionado, and anytime you put a lot of power into a small car and you make it tidy and you make it fun, it just has to be driven fast. So there's that saying, right? It's more fun to drive a slow car fast than a fast car slow. This is not a slow car, it's a small car, but maybe we should amend that. It's more fun to drive a small car fast than a big car fast.
Yeah.
Or slow. Thanks for coming over here to TFL Now. We're trying to make this kind of the more immediate part, the behind the scenes, more vloggy style videos, basically live videos when YouTube allows us. So yeah, thanks for subscribing, and if you haven't, just click below or above and we'll get you on the map.
Yep.
Ciao.
Bye.